to Cooking Crazy Style here on Foodie TV. You're gonna learn how to make regular plates into wild, amazing, crazy dishes. I'm gonna take you on the road of Alaska. We're gonna travel to places near and far, get to the restaurants and to the home cooks there and have them teach us what makes them fun and crazy too. This place is huge, so there's gonna be a lot of area to cover. You're gonna love it. Thanks so much for tuning in. This is Cooking Crazy Style with Molly B. Welcome to Cooking Crazy Style with Molly B. Today we're gonna be cooking crazy style for real. What I mean is we are going to cook everything today in the dishwasher. I know it sounds so weird, but here's the thing. So I have really good friends named Wayne and Cola Kraus. They live in Oklahoma, but they used to live here in Alaska. They gave me this amazing idea of cooking food in mason jars in the dishwasher. They said they've done it before. Today, we're going to do a halibut Olympia. We're also gonna do a halibut pesto, asparagus. We're going to do sweet potatoes and carrots. Oh, also a smoked salmon dip. And don't forget, at the very end, we're gonna do a super delicious chocolate cake with Merlot. All of this is gonna be cooked in the dishwasher. And here's the thing, like if it sucks, I'm gonna be really honest and be like, okay, this did not work out. But I've done some research. Apparently this is a thing. So today we're doing fish. I've seen lots of fish fillets and that sort of thing. I personally am going to cut up my halibut and do it that way just to be safe, on the safe side. So it's gonna be super, super fun. I can't wait. Shout out to my friend Lori Lacey. Her and her husband Casey have a cabin down on the Kenai River, where I'm from originally, and they fish all the time. I called her today and said, can I get some halibut for the show? And she said, absolutely. She hooked me up with so much halibut, and then she's like, do you want some smoked salmon? And I'm like, yes, I do. So I'm also gonna teach you how to do a really delicious smoked salmon dip. It's gonna be such a good day, you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Let's get started. So the first thing I'm gonna do is asparagus. So steaming asparagus, it usually just takes water and steam. So this should be pretty simple, really. So here's the jar we're gonna use. Now when you get asparagus from the store, it's always in a big bundle or whatever. Here's the thing that I was taught. Where it snaps originally is where it needs to be cut at. This stuff on the bottom you throw off. So we can just do like, like that, and then we'll put all this in here. Uh-oh, it's too tall. We'll cut it down. We'll cut that down. Okay, so I'm just gonna break these up in twos, you know, in half or whatever. So here's the thing I'm going to do though. Instead of using actual water, I'm gonna use chicken broth just to give it a little bit more flavor in it. And then obviously salt and pepper. Garlic for fun, you know. Garlic never hurts any vegetable ever. And I think that looks pretty good. What do you guys think? That's quite a bit. We'll just shove it down there. Again, note, I've never done this before. So what I've seen them do is they like pour it into about half full. So there's that. And then salt and pepper on top. The seasoning that I've seen, they're just doing on top. So there's salt. Nope, that's pepper. And there's salt. And then I'm gonna add some garlic. And then I'm gonna add some butter, because I'm Molly and I add butter to everything. Okay, so now I put the lid on and we're gonna set it aside. There we go. That's the asparagus. Nothing crazy. You guys, if this works, it's gonna be so awesome. Let's do the halibut, shall we? Just for the halibut. So I'm gonna do the halibut a couple different ways. I'm gonna do a pesto halibut, which should be super simple. And I'm also gonna do halibut Olympia. Halibut Olympia sounds like such a fancy, fancy thing. Here's what it means to me and what I was taught. Mayonnaise, cheese, and halibut. That's it. Halibut Olympia. So that's what we're gonna have right now. Okay, so I'm going to take the big jar. So this is maybe a quart. And we're gonna open it up. So I'm gonna just cut this up in chunks. Now the one thing about halibut, if you don't know, is once you get it thawed out, you actually wanna let it sit on paper towels a little bit and let it just kind of get its fishy juices out of its system. So anyway, so these are pretty big pieces. So I'm gonna add some mayonnaise to this. And then we're gonna do some salt and pepper. I'm just estimating on everything. Are you seeing me just grab hands full? Okay. Okay, so now I needed shredded cheese. So I got Parmesan, and then I had cheese sticks because my son loves them. So I just got some and I cubed it up. So we'll do some cubed cheese and then we'll do some of this. And then we're gonna add some more of these. Simple. Okay, so now more mayonnaise. And then more cheese. I mean, I love cheese. Let's put it all in there. And then more cheese. And then more salt and pepper. That was a lot of salt. Okay, and then I'm gonna add some, it said to add some sort of a liquid. And I'm gonna add some Chardonnay too, because Chardonnay is amazing. Okay, so that's what we're doing. Here we go. So what they said to do is after you put the lid on, you shake it to get all of the different stuff that you just put in it, all the yumminess. This is so weird. So this is Halibut Olympia. Moving on. So now we're going to do halibut pesto. Cutting these in hunks again. As you can see, I'm very precise. Halibut, 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 halibut. Pesto. I just bought store-bought pesto. I know I should make it myself, and you can make it yourself. I'm just not doing that today. Okay, and then we're gonna add a decent amount of Parmesan, and then some more of that on top. Some more pesto, and more parm. And then I'm gonna just do only Chardonnay in this one. You guys, I feel like this is gonna be either so good, we're gonna like hit the mother load on this, or it's gonna be so bad. Okay, so now we're gonna shake it up. The pesto smells really, really good. Okay, so that's it. So now I'm gonna do a sweet potato and carrots. So what I did is I already peeled the sweet potato and I'm just gonna chop it up in chunks. So the side of it you can see is not real big, so we'll just chunk that up here. And then I'll do this side too. And then right down the middle. That was heavier than I anticipated. Okay, and we're just gonna chunk it up again. Not real even, which is not the right way to do it if you're a chefy chef. You're supposed to always have even cuts. Okay, there we go. So now we have all these pieces of sweet potato. Okay, so now I'm gonna cut the ends off of these carrots. It's really, here, let me just, so now we're gonna cut the ends off of these little buggers. I've already washed them. And then throw that away. And then we're just gonna cut these up. Okay, here we go. All right, these are beautiful. Isn't this nice? Over here I have rosemary and thyme fresh. And so I'm just gonna take some of the rosemary and I'm just gonna pull it off of the stem. We'll just do this. That should be enough. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. So now what I'm gonna do with the rosemary and the sweet potatoes and the carrots is, big shocker, mason jar time. Okay, so here we go. And now we're gonna rotate with the carrots. We probably need to salt and pepper these. Pepper, oh, we'll add some garlic because garlic's good in everything. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add some honey because I like the sweet factor to all this. All right, now we're gonna rotate some more in here. So there's that. And then we're also going to put honey again. And I'm gonna get more rosemary right off of the branch right here and put it on top. Rosemary and thyme. Okay, and then a little bit more salt, a little more pepper. And now what I'm gonna do for my liquid is I'm gonna do 50-50 amaretto. I'm gonna have to save some for the next one. And then water. Now we have this one done. Put the lid on. And shake. Shake it like a Polaroid picture. Okay, we're gonna do that exact same thing again. It's time to put them in the dishwasher. Ah, let's go. I've got dishes in here because I'm a multitasker. So right now this is the veggies and more veggies. And make sure they're nice and sealed. More veggies. We have so many veggies. Okay, pesto halibut. And this is the Halibut Olympia. Okay, so that's it for now. And then now let's make the couscous, but we'll put this in here so it's out of the way. Okay. So what we're doing is Alaska Flour Company has an amazing couscous and we are doing the Cajun barley one. They have several different kinds. I have been there. It's amazing. If you ever get to Delta Junction, which is over near Fairbanks, Alaska, you guys have to go to their fields and check it out. It is so amazing. Okay, so here we go. This is what it says. Saute couscous mix in 1 tablespoon of melted butter until thoroughly coated. Well, we all know butter is my favorite part, so 1 tablespoon, that's about right. And now we're just gonna let that melt because it says melt it. After we do this, it says, once the couscous is coated, add 1 3/4 cups of water and bring to a boil. So that's when we stick it in the dishwasher. So now we've coated all this with melted butter. As you can see, it's melted. It doesn't say saute it or anything. It just says coat it with melted butter. So that's done. Off. Melted butter. Now, it says to add 1 3 cups of, it says water, but I always do chicken broth when it says water if I can, if I know that it'll be delicious with it. Yeah, there's no way we're gonna get this and that in here. So let's do halvesies. I'll put half of this in here. Half of the couscous. I feel like that's half. So now we're gonna put the lid on. I'm gonna shake it up. And we're gonna stick it in the dishwasher. Let me get one more and we'll do it again. Okay. Turn on. Normal. Well, they said to do high heat, so maybe I'll put it on sanitize, express, sanitize. There we go. We'll see how that works and hit start. So to make this salmon dip, you need cream cheese, smoked salmon or cooked salmon, either one. I'm using smoked salmon today. The smoked salmon is from, again, my friend Lori Lacey, who is a rock star. So, okay, so what I did is I just used what I had in the refrigerator, which was one of the whipped cream cheeses and then one of the regular cream cheeses, which is gonna turn into a whipped cream cheese. So what I'm doing is I'm just trying to loosen up the cream cheese here so it's all, I mean, whipped honestly works way better because then it will all, you know, fold in better. Now these are candied jalapenos. Let me tell you how to make candied jalapenos. It's so easy. What you do is you get your jar of sliced jalapenos, you open it up and you drain out all of the juice. You then in turn fill it up with sugar where the juice was, put the lid on it, shake it, stick it in your refrigerator for 24 hours. The next day, candied jalapenos. They're so good on everything, so now you know how to make them. All right, back to the dip. So here is an amazing, yummy, what is this? Smoked salmon. And I think these are reds. There's lots and lots of different kinds of salmon in Alaska. And this is the red salmon. They run every year and they're delicious. So I don't use the skins. Some people like to use the skins. I'm not a big fan of skins, and I'm also flaking it like this because I want to make sure there's no bones. Some people debone them, some people don't. I just want to make sure that there's no bones. Ah, do you see what I see? Bones. How authentic Alaska is that? All right, so that's why we smush it up and look. See if we can find bones, because I don't want bones in my dip. Take off the skin. This skin though is so good for you to actually give it to your dogs. My dogs love the skin, but if I tell them right now, you're gonna hear them bark, they're gonna freak out. So we're gonna add some salt and pepper, of course, because that goes in everything I make. And then I'm gonna cut up some onion. But these actually should be pretty small pieces, so I'm gonna just go ahead and make these even smaller. So now we're gonna put all these little pieces of onion in here. Ta-da-ta-da. I'm gonna cut up the jalapenos too. The jalapeno seeds will make them more spicy. So if you don't want your jalapenos to be super spicy, just don't add the seeds. Just like stick your finger through it like I just did and then cut it like that. Okay, so we'll throw that in there. I'm gonna get the mixer out. Look out, Big Bertha's on the way. Okay, so here we go. Getting out Big Bertha, twisting her in. Now I'm gonna stick all this in here, just so it can whip better. And put it in there. All right. Now we're gonna put this on here. And we're throwing it down. Now we're gonna just whip it. On high, so it'll get nice and fluffy and light. Come on, Bertha. Come on, Bertha. You can do this. Oh, girl's been through it. She's about to retire. That's what it's supposed to look like, you guys. So what I would do is I would just serve it up in a nice little cheese ball. Bam! And what we want to do is we want to form it into any kind of shape you want. What should we do? A fish head? Okay. So let's see. What does a fish head look like? Kind of like this, and it's got like a snout like that, and it comes around, and then it has like a big jowl, kind of. No, that looks like an eagle. Okay, so now we're gonna put a fish eyeball in here. Oh, cool. And now we'll put a couple pieces of the salmon on top to just make it have some look, some depth. See, it's a fish head. And if you do like half a lemon wedges, they would look like scales. I've done that before. It's so cute. Okay, so now you just want to add your pieces of fish, the nice fresh smoked salmon, all around it. And then they can take chunks of smoked salmon, chunks of the dip, and then a cracker or two, and have this amazing, amazing, amazing thing. Voila! And then dip it in, whoop-a-doo, and get a hunk of smoked salmon on there if you want to. Wow, that's so good. The smoky salmon, oh, Lori really killed it with the smoked salmon. But then the super, like, sweet, spicy with the jalapenos, yeah, it's what's up. Go make this, you're gonna love it. All right, next I just got a box of cake mix. This is just a box of Devil's Food cake mix, but then I'm gonna molly it a little bit. So right now it says 1 1/4 cups of water, and that means Merlot. So we'll do 1 1/4 cups of Merlot. There's that. 1 1/4. So we'll put that in there instead of water. So don't add water also. And then a 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. Yeah, that goes in there too. 3 eggs. Oh my gosh, expert level. So we're gonna mix this up until it's completely mixed and blended. Okay, there's that. Now, I have been marinating some sun-dried cherries inside Merlot to just kind of plump them up. So now we're gonna put sun-dried cherries in this. Oh yeah, we are. Okay. And just mix those in. Remember, whatever you put in here, they're gonna fall to the bottom. So right before you put it in something, make sure you mix it really good. Dark chocolate chips, about that many, about a 1/2 bag. And then about a 1/2 bag of macadamia nuts. These are salted macadamia nuts. So again, sun-dried cherries that have been soaked in Merlot for the whole time we've been talking. And then dark chocolate chips and macadamia nuts. So we're just gonna hope that I'm a good shot. So far, so good. Okay, I'm gonna give it some room to rise because, you know, cakes rise. I'll put that in there. And we're just gonna do 2 of these and see how they turn out. All right, so here we go. These are going in the dishwasher. We're cooking everything else for dinner in here. Let's see how it's looking. Raw. Okay, well, let's get that out and this in, and we'll just keep trying to cook those things. Probably if I stopped bugging it, it would cook fine. Oh, hi! So it's time for the unveiling. Transparency, we've checked a couple times and it just hasn't been ready yet. So I think we're about an hour and a half in the dishwasher. Here we go, ready? I love that you get the full spa treatment first. All right, all right. Oh yeah, okay. So we'll take out our veggies. They look good, but you know, they're veggies, so we don't know if they're good or not. Anyway, all right, and here is our halibut. The couscous did not cousy-coos. Oh, but our cake looks good. Look at that. Oh, I'm excited to open that one. And then our pesto chicken. Interestingly enough, the cheese did not melt. Strange. The cake might be the actual winner of the day. We'll see what happens. Ooh, it made the sealy sound, and then what I'm gonna do is, well, let's just taste a carrot. It is not cooked. But The flavors, oh my God, the flavor's really good. Let's check out the halibut. Okay, all right, okay. So this should be flaky. I'm just gonna grab it. Oh, it is flaky. Oh my God, it's cooked perfectly. And really moist. You guys, that worked. That worked. And that's really good with the pesto. Let's try this one. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let me see here. Oh yeah, this is definitely cooked. Well, let me just get a whole bite of this. I'm excited. That's amazing. We totally did it. We did it. We made dishwasher halibut Olympia. Okay, so far the potatoes and carrots are not cooked all the way. Let's check out the asparagus. Totally raw. Weird, they're hot though. I don't know. Okay. Okay, let's check out the cake.
Whoa.
Wow. Okay. So it's not done. Okay, so what happened is you have to be careful because oh, but our cake looks good. Look at that. Oh, I'm excited to open that one. The cake might be the actual winner of the day. We'll see what happens. I'm crying. I'm crying here. Okay, so it scared me so bad I almost peed my pants. Woo! All right, so this is still completely raw. So it's totally raw still. I do not recommend cake in the dishwasher. We'll see you guys next week. This is Cooking Crazy Style with Molly B. See you later. Bye, here on Foodie TV. So I'm gonna do because it looked like it was cooked. Shh, no. Hey, shush. So I'm gonna just cut this up in chunks. Now the one thing about halibut, if you don't know, no. Oh my gosh, my dog. Okay.